Welcome to another episode of Rooted Podcast. On this episode, Ben and I are going to dive into some new Tennessee laws that are, coming into effect and that are kind of circulating out there. Ben, there's all sorts of things going on here in the great state of Tennessee.
There is, and we've talked about some of them before.
Mm-hmm.
And, it passed.
Yeah, I mean, there's...
The one I'm talking about specifically
mm-hmm.
is the baiting law.
Yeah, I mean, let's just dive into it.
It did pass.
Mm-hmm.
And
this is for deer.
Yes,
mm-hmm.
whitetail deer to be able to hunt over bait.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, we do not have any idea what the actual rules are going to be.
Yeah, the details
associated with that law.
Yeah. The fine print is not out yet.
No, it's not out yet, and I think it says on there they have until August 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So they have until August 1st to get all that stuff to us, but we will be able to hunt over bait.
Yeah.
This deer season.
Yes, if you pay, so residents is a $50 and non-residents is a $100, and I'm reading right here off the tn.gov website. And that says this is private land only. We're reading here. I think they're going to talk about some of the, western part of the state, the CWD counties. I don't think they're going to allow it there. But for the rest of us, I think we're good to go. So big old $50 and, we're ready to hunt.
That's the crazy thing is, there's a lot of misconceptions wrapped around baiting. I've hunted over bait before in other states,
mm-hmm.
That allow it.
I mean, it's illegal all around us. I mean, Georgia,
right,
Bama.
And I'm just here to tell you, putting out bait does not guarantee you're going to kill anything.
No.
It does not.
Mm-mm.
I have spent so many days in South Georgia where you can bait.
Yeah.
And there's been a lot of times I didn't even see a deer,
Sure.
much less kill one. But I do think that it does have a really good advantage as far as being able to give the deer what they need in those winter months when they have been running like crazy. They're depleted. If you have a spot that you cannot put a food plot in.
Yeah, and it's more than just putting out corn.
It is.
I mean, you can put out all sorts of stuff.
I mean, for us, we're looking at it as a way to build these deer and give them every single thing they need from a food standpoint. We're because not every deer is genetically inclined to be a 180-inch deer. It's just not going to happen.
No, it won't.
And so our goal here is to give them everything that they need to be at their max potential, whatever that is. If that's a 105-inch 6-point, if that's a 120-inch 8-point, or 170-inch 10-point, whatever that is.
Sure.
We just want to make sure that they have the food they need, not only to survive, but to thrive in every season of the year. Like right now, we're coming up on fawning season, and we want to make sure those deer have everything they need to produce the high-quality milk, right? And that's why it's so important to get your spring and summer plots out and with the additional supplements and feed. So you can put out roasted soybeans, really high in fat, really high in protein, really good for milk production.
Yeah.
Same with minerals. We use trophy rock here. Straight from the earth. It's mined straight from the earth. It doesn't have a whole lot of additives and all that stuff in it. And that stuff works really well when you finally dial it in to where you have the right mineral program and you can legally feed. Now, and when I say legally feed, I'm not saying take away your food plots. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, what you're doing is giving deer extra food.
Yeah, well, the thing about the law is because right now you can put out food in this state, you just can't hunt over it.
Right.
And the thing that I like about it, I just think it's silly. Like, the whole idea of baiting was like every time I talked to someone in the TWRA, it was always, oh well, it's going to cause CWD. That was like the big thing. And then I thought, like, well, it's legal to put it out. It's just illegal to hunt over. So if you thought it was going to be CWD, then you wouldn't let me put it out, period. But you do.
Right.
So, and listen, look, I got plenty of friends over at TWRA and all the things, a lot of great game wardens and all that jazz. And I'm not trying to bash anybody, but it's just the fact. Like, look, if it was going to cause this widespread CWD, you wouldn't let me put it out to begin with. So I always thought it was just silly. Like, you can literally put it out and have a salt block out there or whatever. And still, in all the seasons, you can hunt over a pure mineral or a pure salt block. Completely legal. And, it's like, well, does a deer not get CWD from a salt or a mineral block? Like, what are we talking about here? So that's why I like the law. One, it's going to let me hunt over bait if I wish to. And to your point, it's not a guaranteed ticket punched. It's just not.
It's not.
But, and we're still going to plant our food plots, do the mineral sites, all the things that you're talking about. But I also like it because it gives the TWA some money.
Yep.
Are there other ways that they could save money and, not blow it all on stuff? Absolutely. There are different things that they can do to, get expenses down and not blow some money. However, I'm all the way in on giving them $50 to hunt over bait.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it don't bother me. I know there's some people fired up about it. I don't care a bit. They can have my $50 for this.
Yeah, same here.
I don't mind it. And this is without the details yet.
Yeah.
There's some details floating around that I cannot confirm are true or false.
Right.
The big one that's roaming around is the whole, like, if you get it, then they can come on your property with no questions asked. I haven't confirmed that or, denied it, but if that is the case, then we got a little bit of I don't much care for that, if that is true.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, going back to the CWD thing, how are we going to stop CWD anyway? Because deer are herd animals. They live in the same areas.
Yeah,
they bed in the same places.
Mm-hmm. Licking branches.
They fight.
All the things.
So when deer fight, it's not like, they just walk around and slap each other. They are aggressively fighting, exchanging saliva, all the things. So to effectively control that, we're going to have to interfere with these deer fighting.
And everything. I mean, dude, they have literally community licking branches. They've drinking out of the same watering hole. They're doing all these things.
Bed in the same areas.
And it's like, and again, I can almost respect if the agency just said, you're not allowed to do anything. Like, okay, well, at least you're consistent.
Yeah.
Versus like, you can put out a bag of corn, but if you hunt over it, that's when the CWD comes. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
So I like this law of, okay, look, at least they're going to let us do it. And, hey, they make a little money out of it, whatever. It don't bother me too bad, the money part. It's just the world we're living in. And, they're going to make $1 off of it. I can tell you that. So
they are.
And, the non-residents got to pay twice as much as we do.
Yeah, that's true. And, man, like I said before, baiting does not guarantee you're going to kill a deer.
Mm-mm.
It's just not. I mean, a really good food plot is almost the same as that.
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, and don't be wrong. Like, our food plots, there are times where a deer don't show up. Yeah. And it's got everything a deer could ever want.
Exactly.
And then there's times you can't leave yet because there's 50 deer in there.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing of it is, I think what their angle is, in a food plot they're more spread out, and
yeah, that's the argument.
Yeah, that they are not eating in the same spot particularly, but
Well, and like us here at Seeking Creek, we're fortunate enough to have the fields to build the big food plots. But like, back home, I have a little tiny food plot, and them deer are piled up on top of each other.
Yeah,
and it's just like, great for me, but like you're telling me that we can't make CWD go. So it's just a lot of the inconsistencies for me. But I do like the law, or the bill, whatever you want to call it. I think it's going to be good, and it's private land only, which I think is smart. And hey, if you don't want to do it, then don't buy it, don't do it. That's America. It's a great thing about it. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
Yeah, and sometimes I wonder why people get so fired up about how other people like to hunt. It doesn't matter.
No.
It really does not matter.
Just hunt how you want to.
Exactly. If it's legal, do it.
If it's legal and it's ethical,
do it.
I couldn't agree more.
I mean, why are we so worried about what somebody else is doing?
Hey, if someone wants to sit in a shooting house over a food plot, or if you want to sit on a cold rock overlooking a ridge, by all means, hammer down, dude. I think it's great. I don't think there's a wrong way to do it. As long as you're having fun, and like I said, you're being legal and ethical, then hey man, tear it up.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that 100%. I think that we're focusing on the wrong things. We're focused more about, oh well, this guy's not hunting.
Yeah, this is way. Exactly. This is my way. Like, well, okay, great, but
here's the thing.
So many ways.
I like to eat deer, and
yeah, venison's delicious.
If there's a way that I can do it effectively, and possibly increase my odds, whether that's with a food plot or bait, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I love it.
As long as it's legal.
Exactly. Speaking of things being legal, a couple more laws here for Tennessee. So everyone knows about orange, like you got to wear orange, right? Obviously orange is still good, but now they made a thing of pink, fluorescent pink, being a new acceptable color to wear. I don't know why they. I guess there's a market for that. I don't know what the kind of the idea was, other than something else to sell, but something to keep an eye on. If you see some pink in the woods, it's gonna be legal in Tennessee. So
it is going to be legal. And another thing that I think they're looking at for this year, and there's once again no specifics on it yet, but the drones to recover deer.
Yeah, I like that too, man.
Well, here's the thing. I have absolutely nothing against a good bloodhound that will go and find a deer.
Heck yeah, dude.
But sometimes you can't get a hold of somebody with a bloodhound because they're busy, rightfully so.
Yeah.
And if you have another option, like, hey, I can call so-and-so down the road that's got that thermal drone.
Right.
That could really help me out a lot.
Yeah.
Especially.
Or you go buy one.
In the early season.
Mm-hmm.
When it's hot.
Well, time is of the essence.
And you need to find that deer real quick and in a hurry.
Well, and, back all the way up, obviously, try to shoot as straight and perfect as you can and be as ethical as you can. Yeah. But sometimes life happens. And, my thing was like, why not have the option? Because then it's just for wounded deer.
Right.
It's not for just scouting. The proposed bill, law, whatever, is just for finding those wounded deer. So I think that's great. And again, all this is private land only.
And we don't know all the details yet either.
Yeah, well, no, and I don't think the state does. Yeah, to be real frank with you.
I don't think they do either. And here's the thing, too, that you're going to have to look at is make sure that you're in compliance with the FAA.
Yeah, there's a lot of factors there for sure with the drones.
Like have your drone pilot's license and all the things, because that could get squirrely quick.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of factors that goes into flying a drone, period, let alone
commercially.
For a deer. Yeah, then if you got a business behind it, and Yeah. No, I'm not giving business or legal advice here, but
No.
I just think it's cool to find a wounded deer with a drone.
Absolutely, because you can do it very quickly. I've seen it done before,
Mm-hmm.
and man, this dude rolled in.
It's impressive.
It is. He rolled in, found it.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't quite dead yet, but it was enough that we could go in and finish it real quick
Yeah.
and effectively.
You know, and I think that it's just good for the deer too. I mean,
It is.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. Let's see here. Some other interesting, things that are popping up. Like I think this is neat. I'll just read this straight verbatim here. Updates. So, public chapter number 407 updates the criminal classification for hunting on the land of another without permission from a Class C to a Class B misdemeanor, increases the maximum fine a judge may impose from $50 to $500. So some of these poachers are going to get more money taken from them. I think it should be more than $500, but we're in the step in the right direction.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you see a no trespassing sign, just do your due diligence and try to figure out who owns that property.
Dude, there's too many things out there in the world. Like, the perfect thing is HuntWise.
Yeah, I was about to say HuntWise, man.
There's so many.
You can find, even if you just send them a letter with your phone number on it, it's like, hey, call me. I would love to talk to you about leasing your property or gaining access or whatever it is.
There's so many
HuntWise is a fantastic tool
to
do that.
And you just look on the property lines on there and notice, like,
oh,
hey,
shoot, I may be getting close to a property line here. Let's not go across that.
yeah, or, most people know, like, you know this ain't your land. You know you don't have permission on here. Quit being a goober, dude. Just be a good human being. I mean, what are we doing, guys? What in the heck are we doing? I feel like...
Well, one thing I'll say about that, too, is the aggravation not only is because you're trespassing,
mm-hmm.
but because folks like us who spend all summer long
mm-hmm.
building something and have spent
working
the past
hard
years
mm-hmm.
building something, hours and hours on a tractor, dozers, logging, building habitat, building infrastructure, and then somebody else that does not have permission walks on that property and kills a buck. Yeah, that's a major issue.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's just not right. Number one. But yeah, I mean, someone else, pays the taxes. Someone else does all the work, and then you just roll in there with a rifle and pop a deer. It's like, what do we do? That's one of the most aggravating things in the world, especially like road hunters.
Oh man,
I just can't stand it, dude. Like, and a lot of those people too, though, like at best they cut the antlers and the back straps if you're lucky. Yeah, and it's like, come on, guys. Like, what are we doing here?
Why are we killing the deer then?
That's not like, what are we doing?
Are we just shooting deer for antlers now?
I mean, and you're just, obviously you're breaking the law, but then you're just like morally breaking every code there is.
Ethics, all
I mean, because come on, guys. Yeah. What are we doing?
Let's not do that no more.
No, we don't need to be hunting illegally. That's for darn sure certain.
No, we don't. And
don't be hunting over bait without paying the $50. Someone's going to get caught doing that.
Oh, I know. I know.
Some goober out there is going to be like, I ain't paying no $50. And I'm with you, man. $50 is a lot of money.
Look, I'm just going to say do it the legal way.
Just be legal. They're giving you a path to do it legally.
They're giving you a way to just be legal, and the easiest way to do it, to stay out of a lot of trouble, is to just do it legally.
Listen, I know y'all blow $50 at the Burger King. You can make it work.
Especially these days.
These food prices are getting ridiculous.
They are getting ridiculous.
There is no value, menu items much anymore on these fast food joints.
Not at all.
Dude, do you remember when I think it was Arby's had like the venisons, like something or another?
Yeah, I can't remember what chain it was, and I also remember when McDonald's had a $1 menu.
Yeah,
and everything was $1.
It was pretty great.
Yeah, it was.
Dude, I'll never forget the time that I still remember our Burger King having a smoking section.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day. Like, smoking sections were wild, you know?
Yeah, man. It's like, yeah, let's sit these folks over here.
Yeah, because smoke definitely doesn't waft through the air.
No, it doesn't travel at all.
Yeah.
You know, it just sits right
It's
there.
not like it was bordered. It was just like over here. You know,
I remember when Waffle House had that. You know,
yeah.
one side of the store was the smoking side, and the other side
You
was
could
not.
probably still rip a cigarette in the Waffle House.
And it'd be fine. It'd be fine. Dude, I'll tell you, I won't ever forget I was in a Waffle House one day, and I may have told this story before, but in old Gunnersville, Alabama. Gunnersville, woo! We just duck hunted, and I was starving. Whipped in there, and everybody in there is Alabama fans, and I just could not help myself. I said, y'all watch this.
Oh, boy.
I said, can I get a Roll Tide here? And everybody in there, Roll Tide, woo! I was like, yeah, I did it. I fired up all the Sabins. Got them all excited, boy. It was fun, but, you know, that's college football in the South for you.
Oh, dude, Waffle House is a great spot.
I love Waffle House.
I mean, especially after like a cold hunt, like a duck hunt or a deer hunt.
Oh, yeah.
When you can go to just a Waffle House and get you, I mean, obviously a good hot waffle, and I always get like the hash brown bowl.
I got the All-Star.
Oh yeah, your little eggs and bacon.
Scrambled eggs with cheese.
Gotta love the cheese, man. Cheese is the move.
Maybe some grits some days, and some days I get bacon. Pretty much always get bacon, because I'm not really a fan of, you know, like the way some people cook sausage. So I'm more so
Bacon's always a safe
a
move.
bacon guy. And, you know, I'm also a either a grits or a hash brown guy. But if I'm going to have hash browns, I want double cheese on it.
That's fair.
Good and melted.
Dude, I do love a good hash brown casserole. All that stuff's delicious.
What are you talking about, big dog?
Well, I know we were talking about Tennessee law, but
Sometimes you got to throw food in there a little bit.
Waffle House, it's always the move.
Waffle House and, you know, Alabama football.
Yeah.
In the smoking section, that's where that started.
Yeah, hey, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, another cool law that just came, I don't know if you'd call it a law, but another thing that Tennessee is doing, I'll put it that way. The turkey season for next spring, it got moved up. You know, it's starting sooner, a week sooner. So I don't know right off the top of my head. I guess it's ending a week earlier as well, I would assume. I don't think they're extending the season other than just moving it.
Yeah, I mean, this year we lost another week on the back end because it used to go through the 31st or 30th or whatever, and this year it's the 24th.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to like just add that extra week or if they're going to just shift the whole.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. That's to be determined, but, you know, I think that's something to definitely be excited about because.
Yeah, anyway, we are for sure starting sooner. That's a fact.
Well, the thing is this year.
You looked it up.
It was. Our birds were already breeding 1st of March. They were gobbling, hammered down all through March. Then we roll into April, and they're pretty much done. Like I said on a previous episode, I ain't seen many hens since our season's opened here because I'm pretty certain they're all on the nest. But now I think that has a lot to do with us having a much warmer spring than normal. Because, you know, March can throw a snowstorm every now and then. Easily.
Absolutely.
You know, man, sometimes I think in them storms, like, what would it be like to be a turkey in a tornado? Like, they don't get tornado warnings.
No.
No,
You know,
they just sit there and grab on with them little feet and swing around in a circle like just chilling, you know?
You know, it's really wild because, like, bats are like the same way. So whenever a turkey bends to lay down, its feet automatically, it's just how they're designed. They automatically grip.
Yep.
And I thought that was just always cool. Like, the Lord designed them that way so they just wouldn't fall. Like even they're full asleep, but they're bent down, and just their muscles has no choice
but
to clamp down.
Yeah,
it's like pretty cool.
Yeah, and that just shows you how diverse these birds are made, and in depth look at how Christ has created these wild animals. Man, it's just a beautiful thing, and every one of them's different. Every single one of them's different.
Dude, I'm all the way in on it.
So I've just always wondered what a turkey would do in a tornado.
Hold on.
I wonder sometimes, like, do they feel it coming and they just fly or coast to another spot that's away from it, or like.
Yeah, I know a lot of animals feel like the pressure, like the actual barometric pressure. Yeah. So I think they have a sixth sense about it, type of deal.
Probably.
But yeah, I think a lot of it's just like, well, it's gonna be windy tonight, and they just lay there. Like I don't really think
chilling. Hold on, boys.
That's it. Yeah. Trying to read up on that whole new thing. I know it just starts 1 week earlier. And of course, the youth weekend will be the weekend before that, which is normal. But I don't see anything about the ending of it, so I don't know.
I'm sure we'll learn more before next turkey season.
Oh, yeah, for sure. This just says the season will start 1 week earlier. So,
which is very exciting.
Yeah, I got a feeling we're going to have a opening weekend. It's going to be solid again.
Well, and here's the thing. It gets them kids out there. And hold on just 1 second. I have got something to say about this.
Okay.
The youth hunt.
Yeah.
Only kids that are 6 years old and older can participate in that. I have a problem with that.
That is wild.
And
I
here's
want to
why
look that up
I have
while you're
a problem
talking.
with it.
Yeah, please go
because my son is very competent. He is as big as a 6-year-old or bigger.
And how old is he?
5.
5. Okay.
And I am the one taking him hunting. So
Right.
I know that we're going to be safe.
And all yeah.
I know for a fact that, we're going to be okay and everybody's going to make it home safe. So my problem is why are we putting an age limit on kids participating in the youth hunt?
Yeah, sure enough, 6 through 16. I was wondering what the limit. I forgot.
Yeah,
what
it was 6 through 16.
Yeah, and you must be accompanied by a non-hunting adult, 21 plus. May use all blah 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 blah.
I meet all those criteria.
Yeah,
and
6
I don't know,
years old.
like who came up with 6?
Yeah, that is a very interesting thing because, and just humans are different. Every 28-year-old is not the same. Like, right?
Every 28-year-old does not need to go in the woods by themselves with a gun.
Yeah, but the point being, like, every 6-year-old's not built the same.
No,
so,
and every 5-year-old's not built the same.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Dude, Teddy could easily have killed a bird when he was 4 if he had wanted to.
Well, yeah, and it's obviously like sitting in your lap. You can take control at any
time.
Moment.
Yes, if it gets western, you can take control.
Right.
Unload that gun and make it safe real fast.
Right.
That's the point.
And of course, yeah, I'm with you on that. There should be. I mean,
I don't think it should be hard lines on the beginning age.
Yeah, on the number, and I do agree on the youth,
16. Yeah,
right.
Sure,
neato.
But as far as saying, well, if they're not 6 years old,
and they can't pull the trigger.
Well, they can't even go.
Right. Well, yeah. Well, they can see. Well, that's what I don't understand is they could go hunting with you the next weekend.
Exactly. They can go.
You know what I mean?
They can go in regular season, but why can't they go in the youth season?
Like your son could go kill a turkey tomorrow a deer this year or whatever.
Yep.
But he can't go in there in youth weekend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why it frustrates me so badly.
Tell you, this state's kind of like that. And there might be other states like that. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert. I'm not.
I'm not either.
But what I'm saying is, kind of like the baiting thing. Like, you could plant 1,000 acres of corn. You take an ear of corn and walk it 100 yards and drop it. It's illegal.
Exactly.
And it's like, what?
That makes no sense.
So this kid can't hunt this weekend, but next weekend when it's opening day, he can kill a bird.
He can go kill a turkey. That makes absolutely no cotton picking sense.
You can buy a license. I bought a license for my daughter when she was, I mean, I literally the day I got her social security number, her card,
Yeah.
I mean, so what? Few weeks, I don't know, whatever it was, not even a month old. Got a license.
Yeah. Both my children have lifetime license.
Yeah, and it's like
we're doing our part.
Yeah, and I'm not saying my daughter should be able to take.
No,
She's one. That's not what I'm saying.
No.
But my point is like, I can buy a license real early, but why can't I decide when my kid's ready to hunt?
go.
Like,
yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Like, I just don't agree with the state saying, well, they can't participate in the youth hunt because they're not 6.
That is kind of wild.
I'm like, that's discouraging a lot of kids from getting out there.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all. I mean,
we're trying to grow this thing here, and grow conservation and all that, but we're putting a damper on getting these kids in the woods.
You got a great point. Because I'll just say it, that's just dumb. I mean, it just don't make sense, It
doesn't.
Like,
man.
why would you do that?
I want to take my son hunting. And if he has an opportunity to kill a turkey, I want him to pull the trigger.
Yeah, I mean,
and not get in trouble for it.
Right. That's dude, that is nuts.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I'm trying to teach him the ways, and see, the thing that bothers me the most is he is so fired up right now.
Yeah, and he's had some success in the woods, not in this state.
Yeah, duck hunting.
Yeah. So my point being is he's showing that he's capable and he knows what he's, And again, it's not like you said, "Here you go, buddy. I'll be back at 12."
No, he's sitting in my lap,
yeah,
and I'm making sure that he's safe, and I'm making sure that everything is going like it's supposed to. And I'm also right there to.
That's for deer and turkey in this state.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Yeah, and that's what I'm just like. Guys, look, he was begging me to go on the youth hunt, and I had to tell him no. That he's too young. It's like when a kid's got that much want to, and you got to sit there and tell him no. That bothers me.
That is insane, yeah.
Especially when I've already bought his lifetime license. I have my own lifetime license.
Mm-hmm, me too.
And my daughter has her lifetime license.
Yeah.
I have spent some money with the TWRA.
Yeah, and by the way, gladly.
More than happy to.
I'm not complaining,
no,
but I'm just saying, hey, I did buy it.
I mean, I feel like if I can buy him a lifetime license, he should be able to hunt the youth hunt.
Point blank, period, and a story on that. That's a great point. I'm glad you brought that up because that's just dumb.
It is.
That's just dumb.
I mean, I just don't understand that at all.
And I don't know. I don't know if they had to put a limit for the only thing I could think of in my head is because unfortunately we are honest folk,
right?
And unfortunately, there's people who are not. So I guess you got to put a number on it, but maybe make it 3 or 4, because and the reason I say that is because someone's going to have a newborn. November 1.
And that way they can go kill.
And then they go kill
early.
Or they'll go kill 2 more bucks, or they'll go
right.
So I get.
I get that too.
They had to. I guess they had to put a number on it.
Right.
But to your point of like, you should be able to do the common sense test, and like, hey, all right, Mr. Cole, you're gonna have to bring your son to your local TWRA station, and we're gonna have to stamp the thing. Like, okay, cool, I'll do that.
Yeah, sounds great.
We'll walk in here. Hey, this is my kid, and you're like, okay, cool, he's good, and put it in the system. There's got to be a way.
There's got to be a way to do it. And here's the thing, man. Yeah, we're honest people, but there's a lot of people who aren't honest. And guess what? They don't care about any rules. They don't care about any laws.
Right.
They're gonna do whatever they're gonna do,
regardless.
And that's that. They do not care.
And then there's that point too. It's like they were gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
So what's it matter?
Exactly.
Yeah. No, that's a valid point.
It is. I mean, it's just like
this is crazy.
We both could bet and win.
Yeah.
That there are people baiting all the time before it's legal.
There's I know for a fact of humans that I know personally who have baited for years. And hey, what do I give a crap?
You're not hunting there.
Yeah, I'm not there. It's not on any of my farms, anything like that. You know, I mean, I've always supported baiting. You know, I've been the guy that's had. Oh, boy, it's late. I'm losing my words. English is hard. Yes, signed from hundreds and hundreds of people. Gone to these meetings and commissions and all the things. I have literally met with speaker of the House, and Paul Bailey's his name. I forget his role right now. Some politician, whatever he is. So my point is, I mean, I've went to politicians and, you know, done all the most and got all these signatures. And, dude, it's just so funny to me how these people act about it. And, you know, unfortunately, I think there's a lot of politicking intertwined with this, which really, honestly, anything to do with the agency or the commission, anything that gets in the way, all you're doing is hurting the animal.
Correct.
You know, and the commission's more so the problem than the agency because they're the ones that are really voting on it, and the agency is just enforcing it.
Right.
And it's unfortunate you have people who really aren't hunters on the commission. And again, you're hurting nobody. You're hurting the critter we all love. Critters we all love.
Yeah.
So you're just doing a disservice to them.
Yeah. Well.
But yeah, the whole youth weekend thing, that's a mind-boggling. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, man. It's just, it blew my mind. And it kind of flustered me a little bit to have to tell my kid no when he's sitting there begging me to go. You know, and then, you know, like the next weekend, I can't.
That's the mind-boggling part. Like, it would be dumb regardless, but again, it's the consistency. Like, no, you cannot hunt until you're 6. It's a dumb rule, but at least it's across the board. Like, at least it's across the board, but it's not that way.
No.
That's
what blows my mind.
Yeah, where it's like, well, you can put out a bag of corn anytime I want. Oh, really?
You can't hunt over it.
Yeah, but when you hunt over it, well,
we're gonna write you a ticket.
But CWD, you're like, but it's out. Yeah, but you know you can't hunt over it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It very
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. It just you're like logic is not here right now. Like the common sense part was out of it. So, well, hopefully someone can hear this and maybe get the ball rolling on that. Of maybe either lowering the age or straight up having to do like maybe your kid has to shoot a target and unload the gun, or, you know, some sort of little tiny test that they can take.
Yeah.
To give them like the thumbs up.
Yeah, and you know, I think if you have a very competent parent there,
that's the other thing. Like, yeah. Like, I mean, what are we doing, guys?
Like us?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to put our children in a dangerous situation ever.
No. In life in general, let alone in the woods with a firearm.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, come on,
my point
guys.
Exactly there.
That's just craziness.
It is crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Jeez.
Well, Johnny boy, it's getting late. We got to go chase some birds in the morning.
Yep. But anyway, these are the laws as of, you know,
today,
as of right this second, and more stuff's going to come out.
Yeah, we'll keep y'all updated on different things as we go along, and as they release more things for these upcoming laws and
especially
changes
the baiting
to the
one.
laws. The baiting one, and
that's the big one.
You know, that is the big one for this year. So I am interested to see what those stipulations look like.
Yeah, I'm excited. You know,
I am too.
They may get a little squirrely on again, like I was saying, that whole agent being able to come on your land and yada yada. I don't think that'll happen, but
it's also not confirmed or denied, so we don't know if that's true or false.
And they've thought about putting a limit on how much you can put out at a time, and they want you to scatter instead of piling it. There's a lot, but again, none of these things are in stone.
Yeah,
they're all just conversations.
Yeah, we'll just have to see how it shakes out when it comes out.
But the thing that is for sure is $50 resident, $100 non-resident. You can hunt over bait,
guaranteed.
That's a fact. So hopefully they let kids hunt. I don't know what else to say.
I don't know about that either. But I ain't got nothing else. What about you?
No, man. I would just say this. Make sure that you are up to date on the laws in your state, whether it's Tennessee or not, and make sure that you're legal and you're ethical, and go have fun.
And take a kid hunting.
That's it. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, I think that's it, guys. I'll see y'all later.
With that, the Rednecks out.